Hey, real fam. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time here, my name is Antavi and I am a brand builder. I create content that empowers and transforms. So I own a design agency called IL Designs Creative Approach. So if you ever need branding, website, banners, logos, anything that can help your brand get to another level, I'm your girl. Talk to me, okay? Talk to me. Or you can check out my website, ildesigns.co.za, right? Okay. I just thought I should market myself for a second there. All right. So today I want us to talk about self-awareness. I know that it's late, okay? Yeah, I know that it's late, but my heart just said go live. So I was on on a live on Instagram. So I thought, let me come to my YouTube fam and Facebook fam. Let me just, engage them and yeah, give them, my 2 cents on this topic, right? By the way, self-awareness is one of the topics that we will be tackling on the 14th of November, which is a summit that I'll be hosting. And I'm so happy to announce that I was targeting 10 guests only because I want intimate events where we will have conversation, hear each other, all of us to leave fully happy and content, right? So, because of the demand, I had to increase the tickets to 15. So, at this moment, we are only left with just 3 tickets. Only three. Only three. So if you haven't purchased your ticket yet or secured your seat, because you can pay 60% deposit to actually secure your seat, right? So yeah, if you haven't, then I does I don't know. Okay. So nevertheless, yeah, you're welcome to just check my Instagram for more details. All right. Real talk with Tab. Awesome. I think we have a comment. Who do we have here? Hi, Pindy, Pindy, Pindy. Hey, hey. Good to see you, Queen. I love the quality. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think the lighting is liking me a little bit today. I can't wait to get better lighting. Yeah, light really makes a difference. But yeah, it will happen. I will get there. All right. So I want to talk about self-awareness today. And before I start, earlier today in the morning, a thought came to mind and I shared something, and I'm going to read it to you now. So it says that, excuse me. So it says that you won't always wake up feeling motivated, but having discipline will always remind you why you started and give you the courage to push through. So keep running your race at your own pace. Now you won't always wake up feeling motivated. You won't always feel like you want to do stuff. You want to work. You want to fulfill your purpose. Sometimes you just feel like today I don't feel like doing anything. Da 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 da. I just wanna stay in my bed. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. You know that song, right? Yeah. So sometimes you feel that way, but discipline, on the other hand, reminds you why you started. So an example that I would like to make is, okay, like for example, I'm self-employed, right? So if I decide that today my body doesn't feel like waking up and working and everything, if I wake up feeling that way, what's gonna put food on the table? What's gonna pay my bills at the end of the month? You get my point. How are things gonna happen, right? Um, Remember this. So there are times where you feel like you don't want to do anything because you are tired, the burnout is real, or you fatigued or anything like that. That makes sense. When your body says rest, it's a different story. But when you are just in bed, you feel like you just want to scroll on TikTok the whole day as if you don't have anything to do. You get my point? So you will get those days where you feel like, oh, can I just not do anything? But discipline, remembering why you wanted something, remembering why you started, and always remembering that there is a goal that you want to reach, right? So that discipline will do what? Will give you the courage to keep pushing. And that end goal will also give you the courage to keep doing what you want to do, right? So you won't stop, right? And also, when I say run your race at your own pace, what that means is that you are not in competition with anyone. Just because you feel like, yo, I need to be disciplined. Pindi is like upping her game. No. You're not in competition with anyone. You are running your race at your own pace. You know exactly where the level that you're in whatever that you're doing, and you know exactly what you need to do to level up, right? And you know the do's and don'ts, all that, right? So my point is always have a reason why you're doing something and always remind yourself that. Now, discipline clearly is what we need to do, right? I mean, I started my public speaking and I used to call myself a motivational speaker, right? And later I changed calling myself a motivational speaker. Well, I would like to believe that I still motivate, but I changed from saying I'm a motivational speaker because I needed to not limit myself and also to also protect this word from myself, because when you say motivate, what fine motivation, yes, you're motivated to do something, you're motivated to do great or whatever, but motivation on its own is matters after all is said and done, right? All is said. I can talk all I want, but what you do the next day or 5 days later, 5 months later, that is what is more important, right? So but that's what's more important. Now, the question that I have for you is, are you disciplined? Do you have that discipline, right? Or if you were still struggling, or you feel like you need to be motivated first and not be disciplined, or you need, like the fact that you don't want to do anything, you won't get up and change your mindset, because also it works with the mind. Because if you tell your mind that today we're not waking up, we're sleeping, it's gonna sleep, it's gonna listen to you. But if you start saying, No, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to you, body, we gotta, like, there's so much work that needs to be done, so I'm gonna listen to you, we gotta get up and get things going, it's still going to listen to you. So your mind has that, it can determine how things, happen at the end of the day. Thank you. You love my hair. Thank you, honey. Thank you, sweetheart. Love it too. So you need to understand that, right? So I want to share a few points. And the first point, okay. Nope, don't listen to your body. Just go forward. Listen, your body will tell you, no, just sleep for 2 more days, 3 more days, 4 more days, just for a week, just rest for a week. And after that week, so much is out of control, so much is lost. So definitely listen. It's great to listen to our body. I love my body so much. I want to listen to it all the time. But there are times where I'm like, no, no, no. You are just being naughty now. What you're trying to do, it's not unacceptable. It's like a little child wanting certain things when they know exactly that they're not supposed to ask for that. You get my point. So let's get to this point. Remember, we're speaking about self-awareness, right? Let's get to this point. Do you know your strengths? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know what makes you want to do something? Do you know what makes you wanna just relax and not do anything? Do you know what you're good at? Do you know what could somehow hinder you or delay your progress in something? Do you know what that is? Do you know certain things that triggers your power, your that strongest part of you? Do you know all of that? Because I think self-awareness also goes with knowing and understanding that. When you know those things, it's a little bit easier for you to somehow tackle them head on. When you realize a moment of weakness and everything, you remember the discipline, you remember the knowledge, you remember what needs to be done and everything. And all of that combined helps you to somehow have a different perspective or a better approach. Yeah, a better approach in dealing with that, right? And also, it gives you the opportunity to deal with this weakness. Because remember that the fact that you have a weakness, it's not like you want it to be like that forever. The whole point is for you to work on that weakness so that it becomes something that like does not exist anymore. You want to keep the strength that you have and grow the strength that you have. You don't want to have a weakness following you around. You want to progress, correct? You want to level up. You want to better your moment, your life. You want to just have a difference, make a difference. And like you want something better. You want to evolve. You want to grow. That's basically what you want to do. I believe that all of us here have the desire to grow and evolve and be better and do better in just about anything that we're doing. That's just me. I don't know about you, but that's just me, right? That's my thoughts. Um, Stop it. I like it. In actual fact, why are we not pink on the branding? Because I feel like we have to have everything pink. My goodness. Okay. Too bad it's not showing us the. Let's see if I can change it. Because I feel like we deserve to also be pink on the design. I mean, on the chat's icon there. I think we deserve to have that. So I'm gonna try do that. I'm gonna try do that now. Okay. I'm trying to get my pink. Pink, pink. Which pink is this? Okay, I'm not getting the right pink. Is this the right pink? I don't know if it's the right pink, but yeah, I think it works. I think it works. Hey, what do you think? Does it work? Ah, awesome stuff. So, yeah, where were we before we got interrupted? By the way, we even have the mug. Okay. Did I just say, did I just hear pop, pop, pinky? Hey, now. You know what? You know what? Pink is in the listen, even the mug. I mean, look at the what? Did you see my timepiece? Did you see my timepiece? Hello? Huh? Do you also want to see my room spray? Just say. My room spray? Just say. What else is pink? Oh, my nail filer. You also want to see my nail filer? I mean my nail filer. Hmm? You want to see the color as well? Okay. Let's be serious now. Even the mug, like we have a mug for like for every outfit. Every outfit has its own mug, okay? That's how we roll here. Trust me, we have it all. We have it all. By the way, if you're watching this from Facebook, kindly do your best by coming to YouTube. I'm unable to see any comments at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm locked out of Facebook at this moment. So I apologize if I'm not reading your comments, because I know that often you guys would drop some comments there. So, but I apologize for that. If you're watching, I love you, I appreciate you. Do comment there. I'll do my best to respond, or just come to YouTube, come here, because I'm able to see all the comments. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see all the comments that are coming from other platforms except for Facebook, I mean YouTube. But nevertheless, let's keep moving, right? So yes, identify your strength and your strengths and your weaknesses. Work on that. I think I pointed out that that quite well, right? So what else? I think let's talk about setting boundaries. Setting boundaries. I mean, when you speak about setting boundaries, there's just so many things so many things that comes to mind. It can be an issue of you setting boundaries in terms of what you allow, what you don't allow, right? What you take in, what you don't take in, right? Your ability to say no to something, your ability to say, no, I'm not taking this. No, 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 I'm saying no to this, right? Setting boundaries in terms of what you can do and what you cannot do, right? I know sometimes it's a little bit like, okay, I'll make a typical example with my client over here. So this is my client, right? This is my client, and I promised to do something for him, and I took so long, and he's still waiting at this point. It's something that I was supposed to have done earlier in the day, but I just got busy. So it's like I over what I took in more than I can chew. So meaning I didn't set boundaries as to, okay, in time, if you're gonna set tasks for the day, if you're gonna do 10 tasks or 5 tasks, you're gonna stick to that, right? So I didn't set those boundaries. So now it's like, okay, everything needs to be done and finished and all of that, right? So which I cannot sleep without doing that banner for him, because otherwise I'm like I'm gonna lose a digital friend. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. But like that is an example that I'm making to say that it's so important to set boundaries, to be clear. Just be clear as to what's happening, where you are, what you need to do. So now I wanted to also break down setting boundaries with the issues, because remember we are talking about self-awareness, right? um are you Do you know the difference between yes and no? Do you know the difference between saying yes to something and no to something? Are you that friend who keeps saying yes to the friends when they say let's go to groove, and you just say yes because okay, they are my friends, let's go, but you know very well that you don't want it, right? So that's the question that I have. Let's see the comment. Yes, join the fun on YouTube. I think it will help you define your boundary. It will help you define your boundaries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So basically, my point is, it's so important to know why you're saying yes to something and why you're saying no to something, and to not be apologetic about it, right? So when you set boundaries to say to your dependents, let's say maybe you have a family that depends on you, or you've got siblings that depend on you and everything, and you tell them that, hey, I can only give you guys 100 rand every month. That is, you set that boundary to say, this is what I'll give you guys every month, right? If now there's a higher demand and everything, it's a question of, but I have set this boundary. This is how far I go. So beyond that, it's not something that I spoke about. You get my point. Now, can we speak about, let's move away from this and speak about remember self-awareness, right? What are you consuming? What content are you consuming? What are you allowing in your mind, in your brain, in your body and soul? Like, what are you allowing? The content that you're consuming, the TV shows that you're watching, the books that you reading, the magazines that you reading, newspapers that, like, what are you consuming? The channels that you watch, what are you consuming? Are you watching gossip channels? What are you benefiting out of? Like, what are you consuming, basically? What are you consuming? Is what you're consuming something that helps you to be a better you? Is it something that helps you to grow? Or it's just you consuming just any type of content? Is like, okay, whatever that comes in, I'll just take it. Are you that person? Or you have a reason why you consume something? Hmm? That's another thing that you need to ask yourself. Social media on its own has so much already. It has a lot. It has a lot to a point where there's just so much information every day. The great, the bad, the good, the crazy, the fun, the just all of that. So out of all of that, what are you allowing? Because now what you need to understand is that what you allow in your mind, body, and soul, what you watch and what you read and everything, those are things that help you, or that end up being on your thoughts. And when a thought is generated, right, some kind of action gets to be taken, right? And when you start thinking about something, when you start thinking about doing something, something triggered it in a way. You don't just think about something. Yes, maybe you can come up with ideas, but obviously, let's say you pray for God to give you the light and an idea and everything, but let's assume that you're consuming so much of content that is just not. Are you able to function or think in the right way when you keep consuming content that is not in line what you want? Because if you want content that will help you grow, yet you are always listening to gossip channels, then child, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Tavi, that was my appeal to the Facebook people to join YouTube so that they can add their comments and help define boundaries to discuss what they're allowing. I got that. I got that. And thank you so much for that. I got that. And I appreciate that. So at this moment, let me check something. I don't know what's gonna happen. The thing is, I'm logged out on my laptop. And I have a feeling that they're probably commenting, but unfortunately, I'm unable to see. And something about my Facebook is that when I log in, it sends a security code to my phone so that I can be able to put the code on, So I'm unable to just log in. Like it's a long process. It sends a code that I'll need to transfer, right? So that's basically that. It sends a code. So it will take a bit of time for me to get all of that. But yeah, okay, let's see if I can get the code. Okay, 6080. Okay, I might have managed. I think I managed. Okay, I think I managed. Okay, it wasn't that difficult after all. It wasn't that difficult after all. So let's see. I hope there are comments there because I even went to an extent of requesting the code and everything. So I hope there are comments. I hope you all are watching from this side. So I'm quickly gonna check if we have any comments from this side. Let's see. All right. So we have King Vusi, who is now on YouTube, saying, Pinky Kiabo me. Well, oh, just because I'm wearing pink, you think that the conversation is just for women. Okay, listen, no, I mean, no, men also wear pink, you know. So, Tulufelo says interesting. Okay, all right. So I guess we have people on Facebook that are finding this interesting. So thank you for watching from that side. Much appreciated. So yeah, let's continue. So be cautious of the content that you consume there, and yeah, it's very important. Don't just allow anything in your brain, right? Now, I want to speak about this point, and this is a point that I think everyone needs to adapt, right? What do I mean by this? You need to be open to change. For you to be to be aware of yourself, you know, to have this self-awareness, you need to be open to change, to adapt to change, right? I mean, let's make an example. We are aware that a lot of things changed within the past 3 years, where we had to adapt to a lot of things, right? To a lot of different ways of doing things. And that is something that is so important because um, it's a question of, okay, is what I used to know, or what I used to do, how I used to do it 3 years ago, not relevant now? Well, the truth is, it might not be relevant now. Not maybe 100%, but it might not work. You get my point? So now, the fact that there is what we call learning and unlearning means that it means that just because 3 years ago you learned something and it worked perfectly for you, it was just amazing, great, you were excelling, it was perfect. Just because it was perfect, you were excelling, it doesn't mean that 3 years later you can still apply the same method. That's why they say it's learning and unlearning. And understand that unlearning does not mean what you had learned was actually wrong, but it just means that what you had learned then was great then, or was working then, but now you need to move with the times, where you need to adapt to new ways of doing things, right? It doesn't mean like it's wrong, 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 but it's not um what's the word? I'm trying to find the word. It's not relevant for this moment or this time. And it might not be relevant forever, or it might be, you can pack it up, pack it somewhere, but it might not, it might, you know. But because we are fulfilling our purposes each and every day, we waking up every day wanting to grow and do things better, and also understand that as much as God leads our way and everything, God has really created his children in a unique way, meaning there are people that can be smart enough to come up with creative ways to better things. So God uses those people to do what? To allow things to change in a certain way. And then what do we need to do? We need to adapt, learn and adapt, and all of that, right? So that's that. That's that. If you want to grow and evolve, you need to be able to say, okay, that was an old method. What's new? Digital now is the way, and digital has always been there. But now, only now, most people started realizing that actually, I didn't know that digital marketing can do this. I didn't know that a website can be this important. Some didn't even have websites. There are people that were running successful businesses without having websites, because they had what? They had their communities, they had their customers and all of that. They had their people. But now when the pandemic hit and you were at home or in your shop, with products and everything there, you had to look at it and like, okay, how am I going to get this to the people? How am I going to get this to the consumers? Huh? You can't be consuming all of it. How are they going to get it? You get my point? So those are the things that you look at. Those are the things that you look at. So it's very important. It is very important. Okay. What's the next point? Okay. It didn't change a lot for me either. There were changes though. I'm adapting. Okay. 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 Noted. Noted. All right. I didn't know that I have a channel on YouTube. Wow, you know what? Laquita, please subscribe to Voices channels. Funny stories that, well, not a funny story, but a great story is that when Voices started, because this is what I requested, I kept asking him to help me out with the watch time, right? So he would play my videos and started watching more of this and started developing interest into YouTube, asked me about YouTube, all of those things, right? So this comment, when he says, I didn't even know that I have a YouTube channel, it's exactly what happened when, like, he once posted a while back, but never paid attention to the channel and everything. And of course, Digital Boss, he's part of the Digital Boss group. We were engaging on this, and then he watched my YouTube channel to a point where he started posting. And now, if you go to his channel now, you'll see amazing places. Like when he comes to South Africa, he goes around, captures the attractions around, Switzerland, wherever. He was in Dubai recently. He was capturing all of that. So please do go and check his channel out. I think it's just gonna do amazing because I think there's so much passion in him in terms of traveling and showcasing those attraction. So yeah, like the itinerary. You know what? You can do a whole itinerary for wherever you go. So big ups to you. So basically that's that. You're adapting, right? You see value in something, you see demand in something, you see growth in something, and then you jump into it. That's how it happens. I mean, one of the reasons why I started creating content, I started being a content creator is because I saw an opportunity to really work with brands. I saw an opportunity to just start creating, start collaborating, start doing that, and it's so much fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun, and I enjoy that, right? I enjoy that. And what's the point of just? I mean, what's wrong with doing what you love, doing what you enjoy, and getting paid for it? There's definitely nothing wrong. It's actually great. It's actually a great thing. So if you're out there and you feel like, you know what? I like something, but I just don't know how to do it and everything. Listen, just do it. Sometimes you just have to wake up and decide to do something. You don't have to think twice. You don't have to wait for an answer to come from wherever. Yes, pray about it. Definitely pray about it. The fact that you've prayed about it, even if you pray about it today, and then you ask God, God, please give me the strength to do this and everything. Even if you pray about it today, if tomorrow is an opportunity for you to just get up and do something, then do it. Then do it. Don't even waste time. If that's God, if that's what God wants you to do, then you will continue doing it. If that's what He wants you to do, what He has set for you, then you will continue doing it. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. You will keep doing it, right? So that's my view or my perspective on this, right? So don't just wait. Don't just wait. Um, this thing of us fearing the unknown, fearing or having fear to just jump and do something. And you need to deal with yourself. You need to deal with yourself because maybe you are just holding on to a failure that once happened back in your life or when you were still young. Maybe you failed on something and now you are older, you are able to do things better. You are still holding on to that failure of that little girl. Heal that little child, heal that little boy, heal them so that you may be able to, progress. Because healing is important. Never underestimate it. Never underestimate the fact that if there's something that happened in your childhood life, you will just forget if it was something that triggered you or touched you in a big way. Okay? You will need to deal with it. You will need to deal with it. That's what I'm saying. So it's so important to know that. That is self awareness, guys. We're talking about self awareness, being self aware, right? And I mean, this month is obviously what mental awareness month. The conversation is about mental health. The conversation is around mental health, and sometimes you probably have mental health but you're not aware. You probably have mental health but like you're suffering from for like mental health but you're not aware. And how would you be aware? You become aware when you start, being self-aware, paying attention to what you do, how you do it, paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to your actions, paying attention to um how you consume, how you speak to, just paying attention to just about everything in your life. Pay attention, right? Every day. Like if it means taking a moment in a day, or maybe deciding on a particular day where you decide to take a journal and start having a conversation with yourself, being true to yourself, because that's another thing. Being true to yourself is the way to go. Please, being true to yourself, it's so important, my friends. Being true to yourself is very important. Never underestimate it. Being true to yourself, that is the honest truth. That is the best part. You can just erase everything else, but take note of that. True. Being true to yourself, being real. Because if you are lying to this person, which is you, then what are you saying? What are you saying to the next person? What are you saying to the next generation? What are you saying to yourself when you're looking at yourself in the mirror? What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? All right? So you need to ask yourself those things. Very important, very crucial, right? That is self awareness. That right there is self awareness. It's very important. Are you being true to yourself? Are you being real about what you want to do, how you want to do it? Are you being real about what's happening in your life right now? Hmm? Are you? Hmm? Are you open minded? Are you open minded? Now let's speak about being open minded. So, now being open minded, it means that you are willing to unlearn certain things and be able to open your mind to learning certain things, and being open minded that, okay, maybe what you're trying to do might not actually work. Maybe this might work. You must be open minded. Are you open minded? Are you willing to just listen? Are you willing to take a moment or even a day to just listen? Are you? Huh? It's a question that I'll leave to you. This is not the question that you should answer to me. I don't want your answer. I want you to ask yourself, is that something that you're willing to do? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to open your mind to understanding? Are you willing to close your mouth and shut up for a second and stop being defensive and trying to have everything figured out all the time? Are you willing to just stop and listen, pause? And are you willing to be open minded and understanding that as much as you're listening, you also need to listen and take note, because something that might be said might be something that you need. You can't always be the one who's correct. Hello? I hope you're hearing me. I hope I'm making sense to you. I hope. I hope so. Other people will let you know also when something is different with you. It helps to focus in on self-awareness to get out there and improve. Oh my goodness. Stop it, I like it. Stop it, I like it, because I have that point. I have that point, and I'll tell you what that point is. Hold on. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Telling you now. Telling you now. This point is called ask for feedback and listen. Ask for feedback and listen. So thank you so much. You have put it beautifully, Laquita. Ask for feedback and listen. So sometimes you think that asking for feedback makes you look like you don't what you probably don't, you are not good enough, or maybe what you did is, or you don't trust yourself, or you don't believe in yourself enough. And that's not the case. Asking for someone's opinion or just hearing feedback from others, it's also a sign that, hey, I'm really open-minded. I want to learn. And also, hey, Tash, how are you, Tash? Good to see you. Good to see you, Tash. So the issue of feedback or asking someone, it also goes with this point that you need to understand that in life, there will always be someone who knows better than you do, who has more information than yourself, who has more knowledge than yourself, who is on a higher level than you. But that does not mean just because you are at a lower level, there's something wrong with you or you are less important, less valuable. No. At some point, you will get to that level, right? Let's assume that Laquita is on fifth level, and I'm on what? And Tash is on fourth level, and I'm on third level, right? So this is what happens. If I'm on third level and Tash is on fourth level, I would look up to Tash because Tash is on this level. And you will be thinking that, oh, Tash kind of have it all figured out. No, Tash also has Laquita, who's at level 5, who she's looking up to. So there's steps to these things, right? There's levels. Actually, that's the word. There's levels to these things. There is levels. So understand that there'll be someone who there'll always be someone who knows more than you do, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Can we just understand that it's okay? And that's how it has to be. Otherwise, how do you learn? How do you get to improve? How do you get better at something? If all of us could be in like one level, like how? It's impossible. It's impossible, right? So there has to be those that lead, but leading with respect and leading with the intention of obviously helping others. So just because you're at fourth level and I'm on third level and I have an opinion, you don't want to listen to me just because I'm on a lower level. No, it doesn't work like that. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense, because thank you, Tesh. Tesh agrees with me. Right? So that's basically that. There'll always be someone who knows more than you do. That's a fact. That's a fact. And the truth is, you'll always need that person who's at a higher level to help you out. So if you think you're gonna figure things out on your own, it's not gonna work. An example that I made earlier when I was on Instagram during the live was that let's assume that you have a company. Let's assume that, okay, Laquita wants to start a cooking company, right? So for her to start a cooking company and doing all of that she wants to do, she needs to some kind of like do some kind of research. And how do you do the research? You target people in your industry, in the industry that you want to be in, people that cook and all of that. You go to cooking channels, you go to whatever. You look at the specific categories that will help you. That is doing research. You need to do research, right? And doing research, you are not going to just experiment or get stats from just a theory point of view. No, you will have experiences that are shared and all of that, right? Testimonies that are shared, and also trials and tribulations, like all of the things that people went through. Like statistics will show you that, okay, this business went up at this year on this year and whatnot. The food pricing went up on, like, this is how all of those things. I hope I'm making sense. I hope you're getting something out of what I'm saying. Because it's so important. It's so important, right? It's so important that we understand that doing our research will help us open our eyes and do things better. And doing your research will mean that you will need to interact with someone who is above you. And someone who's above you can actually be younger than you, right? You know that it's possible that that person is actually younger than you. That's when now you're able to realize that no, you're not here because someone is younger than you, whatever. You're here to learn. If they've got knowledge, then be willing to listen. And I would also suggest that even if you are engaging with someone who's younger and not necessarily in business or having an experience for something, don't be that person who say, I won't listen to children or younger people or a younger person, someone who's younger than me. No, no, don't be that person. There's so much that you can learn from someone who's younger than you. I mean, I learned so much from my sister. She's younger than me, but like there are things that she would say and I go like, actually, you are right. You're making sense. So if you are willing to be a learner, if you're willing to open your heart to learning and growing, you will understand the principles or the principle of allowing what knowledge to come through you in a pure manner, not with certain conditions. So just because you are underage or you are younger than me, I have to deny myself knowledge. Mm-mm. There are people that are born as geniuses that are just on another level, so that know so much that were able to get opportunities bigger, and they are young, like big opportunities, but they are young. So are you saying that I'm not going to listen to young people? Is that what you say? But not to digress or just stretch that part. Basically, understand that you should be open to really engaging with others in learning, and understand that there'll always be someone who knows more than you do, and it's a fact. You can't change it at all. It's a fact. Tesh says, yes, you can learn from anyone. Yes, you can learn from anyone. Hey, Richmond, good to see you. You can learn. That's so important, right? You can learn. And I think that's the beauty of growing after all. You somehow, and it's a great opportunity also, because when you learn from others, it means that you have high chances of doing way better than them who started and things fell apart, but they kept going. So you getting the easy way out, like you getting everything in a silver platter. I would like to say that it's everything in a silver platter, because if information is provided to you that, okay, if you want this, do that, do that, do that, and then that's it, you're done. You're getting it in a silver platter. They're giving it to you. They saying, take, okay, this is it. You get me? You get me? I hope you do. I hope you do. So we on 9 minutes left. I just want to keep this to an hour. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, but yeah. So obviously I think we spoke about discipline, right? We spoke about discipline. Also it's so important that you, where's this point? You know exactly what triggers you. So self-awareness is also an opportunity for you to test you as a person, to test you in terms of, are you calm? Do you have anger issues? Do you snap? Are there certain things that when they happen, you are just, you want to scream, you want to, you know, how do you handle your emotions? How do you, whether around people or by yourself, how? How do you do that? You need to ask yourself those things, because self-awareness also goes with the fact that, or what it opens up. It also open, and I think it's beautiful because it's so broad in a way that once you are self-aware, you are able to just be free or do things, and you are more cautious and your mindset is different, is changed, right? So think about it. If you happen to walk and you are by the mall, someone decides to just stop you and, I don't know, do something, or hold you, something, do something that will trigger you to react in a specific way, right? Are you hearing me? Are we still together? So the question is, how would you react? How would you take that? Are you gonna snap, or someone decides to do something funny, or maybe by accident they do something? Are you gonna snap? Are you gonna, how are you gonna react? What triggers your emotion? What makes you boil? Huh? What is that one thing that makes you boil? Like when you feel like, this one. Hmm? Be it in your household. What is it that your kids do that makes you want to boil? What is it that your wife, your husband does that makes you just want to, like, what triggers you? Hmm? Traffic makes me crazy. I personally hate traffic as well. Honestly, I hate traffic. Tash says it drives her nuts. I hate it. And I remember when I was obviously working for the different companies I was working for, I would always look for accommodation that is more convenient, closer to work, where I won't have to worry about traffic and all of that. Because, yeah, traffic can be, a pain in the shoulder. It can be a pain in the shoulder. So, yeah, you need to understand what triggers you and all of that. And also, like, for example, let's use Tash. Tash, like, I love calling you Tash. I don't know, like, I just enjoyed calling you Tash from yesterday, and yeah, I'm hope to that. I hope you're good with that. So, um, let's say, for example, Tash decides to just go crazy because of traffic. So the question that I have is that when you get to your destination, let's assume that you were going to a meeting or you're going to present whatever. What happens when you get where you're going? Do you snap? Do you go back to your normal sense, or you are just frustrated for the whole day? It's like, what is it? Because also that's another thing. That is actually my Instagram name. Really? Okay. I like that. I like that. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So actually, I'm right. I'm on track. I'm calling you with your right name. So basically, yeah, that's that. Because you need to also understand that self-awareness also goes with you understanding that hey, you human, right? And you human meaning you can get someone who will try to make you angry, and maybe they make you angry, and like you are angry, you're actually angry and not okay. But now life needs to go on, work needs to be done, you need to get to your destination, do what you got to do. Are you going to allow that anger to stop you from continue progressing with your day? What's going to happen, right? So, and how do you intend to deal with it? How do you intend to deal with it? I mean, there are people that wake up every morning miserable, and they are just out there looking for someone who will help them deal with their misery. You can be in a robot, at a robot driving, and then someone else is next to you, and they decide to do something stupid on the way just because they feel like their day is just messed up. So why not mess someone else's day? And then you on the other side, you left your house looking good, feeling good, getting into your car, driving and being happy and everything. And then after 15 minutes of an incident, you are now a different person. You are angry. That happiness that you left with is gone. Is that what you're going to allow? What if that was the last day for you to be that happy? Huh? No, guys, like, let's think about it. Like, there's just so much to think about. But I'm just saying, now I'm okay when I get to the destination before traffic would ruin my day. Oh, okay. And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you know what? Like I said, we not perfect beings. We human. You are bound to be affected at some point. I'll be lying if I say that there's certain things that did not trigger me and everything. No, no, I'll be lying. I'll be lying. So we need that. We need to start opening our mindset. We need to also being cautious of what we say, or what we take in and what we take out. Does that make sense? What we take in and what we take out, right? What you allow and what you don't allow. Hmm? What you allow and what you don't allow. Because sometimes what you allow might be harmful to you. And I doubt that you would want to have something that is harmful or consume, like allow something. No, you don't want harm. Do you? I doubt that. I doubt that, right? And I mean, self-awareness also, guys, it's this is a conversation to self. It's like a conversation to yourself, a conversation that you need to have to yourself. Um, I had to take a break to help a child at the dentist, and I had to use the best words to encourage him. I can't even imagine. Mm, shame. I feel so bad. I hope you did your best with the encouragements, because like, can I just tell you guys that I've never removed my teeth or anything. And this is what, guys, can I bring my teeth closer? Is it not gonna be nasty to you? Well, they are clean and everything, but I feel like I'll be too much on your face. So I've never ever gotten any tooth removed, or well, obviously I guess just obviously when I was still young, that's when that was happening. But growing up, I never had that problem. Test says I've got nice teeth. Thank you. Actually, Laquita even said it on her live stream today. Thanks again. So I never had any problem. But now my problem is here. My bottom teeth are now losing shape. They used to be straight. Obviously, you won't understand. You'll be like, "Ntai, what are you talking about?" Because you all don't know. But my teeth used to be straight. Like if you guys say I've got beautiful teeth, you should look at my mom's teeth. She looks like she has false teeth. Like that's how beautiful my mom's teeth are. So part of me wanted to remove this one here. Remove. I'm not dentist. Well, not remove, but kind of shape it. And I was like, nope, it's not giving me a problem, so it's fine. No, no, no. I'm dizzy. I'm not. I am not. Thank you, Testat. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Sugars, okay. Tabby showing off with this. Listen, listen. So, my smile is everything, guys. Like, this is my signature. My smile is my signature. My smile is my signature. So, yeah, definitely. I love my smile. So, Hugh, good luck to the Watoktos. So, yeah, I even forgot where we were. I even forgot where we were. You see now. Yeah, but I think we were wrapping up the point of being aware of what triggers you, right? So if something is triggering you and you can't control it, I know. If you're gonna allow people to ruin your day, I know. You wake up feeling great, happy, singing that song that woke up this morning, got out of my bed, I looked around, this is what I see. I thank you, Lord, for all the what's the song? Woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I woke up this morning. Look, okay, I think I forgot the song. I woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I see. Thank you, Lord, for another day. All the blessings, da 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 da, right? So imagine you woke up singing that song, da 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 da, and then someone out of nowhere, da 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 da, at a robot, da 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 da, or at the grocery store, da 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 da, right? Or at work, da 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 da, or a phone call, da 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 da. Doing all of that, someone just saying something negative, and then you switch. That joy, that smile is gone. You bug to that. Hmm? Is that what you're gonna allow? Never. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do that to myself. I will never do that. Tasha's finished. Tasha's finished. Like I would never. No. No, I would never, Tash. No. Mm-mm. Life is too beautiful to do that. No. No, I refuse. I refuse to allow that. No ways. I refuse. Imagine after watering Grace, oh, Grace is my plant. After watering my plant, seeing the sun shining, after singing and dancing, plus, I love dancing, guys. And then the next thing, I'm just gonna lose it because someone decided to just ruin my day. For what? For who? I'm sorry. I never know lyrics, so I just make stuff up that rhymes. No, I try to get the right words. No, if I was a great singer, I would make up words and then it rhymes. But I need to get the song because I'm good with that. Like it ain't my field. um, $1 million smile. Y'all gonna make me smile or die, Now I'll be smiling all day, being like, "Hey guys, can you hear me?" Ah, this isn't Tabby all day long, Tash. Keeps us laughing. Tash should see me dance. She'll see the craziness. It's like, this one, something is wrong with her. She's very crazy. But good crazy. Good crazy. Fun crazy. I appreciate Richmond. I appreciate the $1 million smile. I should start charging you guys. I'm starting to charge. Please, please pay up and pay in. Listen, obviously you guys use dollars, so yeah, please pay. Obviously, dollars when they come to South Africa, it's a big deal for us. So paying those dollars, I'm starting to charge. Since well, it's $1 million smile, so we starting with what $100. For every smile you see, it's $100. Every time I go, just know. Oh wow. I saw you dancing in one video. I think it was a wedding. I was trying to learn the dance steps. Yo, that was a difficult dance move, hey? That was a difficult dance move. By the way, guys, just so you know, I'm matching. Ne? Everything is pink. Even my nail file is pink. Even my room spray is pink. Just say. Yeah, they were actually teaching me it's actually it's a belly dance. Yeah, I didn't know it as well. It was a bit difficult at the beginning, but I managed to get it right. So yeah, it's very fast paced. So I'm that one who goes daga zekete. Laquita knows I'm the zekete person. I'm the zekete queen. Zekete. Hiccups are coming back. I can't have them. So I'm the Zekete queen. That dance was too fast. Vos is from Limpopo. He probably knows, well, not Limpopo exactly, but I think he knows the culture, the dance culture. And he's about to leave. Good night. Thank you, Vusi. Thank you so much, Vusi. Vusi, please make sure that you subscribe to all the people that are here. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, please. They will definitely support your content. I know that for a fact. So make sure that you are subscribed as well to their channels and everything. And who knows, you all are that side. I mean, who knows? Maybe there could be an opportunity for you to go somewhere where they are having events. So let's stay in touch, guys. Let's let's keep connected, you know. Do that. Vosi, I hope you heard that. So yeah, where were we? Where were we? I think we are done. Aren't we done? I think we're done with all the points. I think we're done. Okay. All right. So I think this last point that I'm going to talk about is be willing to experience different things, to experiment, yeah, basically to experiment, right? Sometimes we lose out on finding out our true self because we are stuck in this thing of having fear. So we have this fear that is unknown, a fear that we just can't understand, right? Fear that fear of the unknown, basically, right? And we are afraid to take risks, right? That's what's happening. We are afraid to take risks. We are not hungry. We are not really eager to or show that zeal, that power to just get things done, right? So be willing to experiment, be willing to have an experience, right? I mean, one of the things that I wish to do, help me God, help this world so that we can get back to our normal lives. I want to travel. I haven't traveled much. I haven't traveled. The only traveling I do is traveling while reading a book, traveling, getting myself into that location while reading a book. I've never been international. I've just been local. And that is something that one needs to change, because when you visit other places, you see how things are done, you see how people work, you see how people do things, you see how people um interact. You learn so much. You get a like there's so much learning that happens, and you get to look at life with a different eye. You get to look at life with a different eye, because um sometimes it opens your mind to seeing things, to to learning certain things, to even learning something about yourself as well. And it's self-awareness. It's also an indication of, okay, can you be able to handle yourself, to be able to handle any type of situation when you are like, listen, miles and miles away from your home. Can you do that? Can you be able to survive in a country where, unfortunately, even when you speak English, it's hard for them to hear? Will you be able to survive all of that? Like, you know, we need this, we need this, we need this. I mean, um, for me, back then, traveling was not something that would come into mind, and all of that was not really it. But thinking about it now, it's actually needed. We need it. We need it, all of us. We need to see how, imagine visiting, other African countries, seeing what they do, how they do things, how they cook, how they take care of their nature, their food, what they eat, like all of that. How they survive daily. It would be very interesting. So yeah, we're about to be done here to at the dentist. Is she crying? I'm about to drive home. Is she trying? Is she crying rather? Is she in pain? What's happening? Dentist. Listen, I've never because the only time you go to the dentist for me, it's like going to wash my teeth, but removing the teeth, I'm feeling the pain already. Yes, I love traveling. You see, that's beautiful. I'm glad that you love that, and it really plays a huge role. We need that. That's why I'm saying, help me, God, help me get 1 million and another million and billions, because 1 million is nothing. Like yeah, $1 million. Because if it's dollars in SA, it really does give you a different perspective on everything. Exactly. I mean, I watch documentaries and all of that, and you look at that, you're like, wow, you know? So imagine if you were to be there and experience it, like how beautiful. So definitely, definitely. Trash can waves, how you doing? Ba, 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 ba. Big love and support. Much love. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate, we appreciate. We appreciate nothing but love for the real fan. Nothing but love, definitely. So, yeah, guys, that is self-awareness in general. That's self-awareness. It really is a lot. It's not just an issue of just you being you. It's a lot. It's a question of, if you find yourself in a different country, how are you gonna behave? How are you gonna, you know, if e- even your are you that kind of person with temper? If people cannot understand the kind of food that you want because they don't understand your language and everything, are you gonna be patient enough to explain and explain, like all of that, right? So um, all I really wish for is for each and every one of us to understand that we need to be self-aware. We need to invest so much in ourselves. Now, let me speak a bit about investing so much in yourself. And I'll also point out, a part where we speak about women. So actually, let me not say a woman, like us, and like everyone, right? The word confidence. So how do you define confidence on your own? How do you define confidence, right? How do you define confidence? And I'm willing to put the link there if you feel like you want to jump in and explain your explanation of confidence. You're welcome to join the stream now, right? We closer to wrapping up. Don't worry, we're not gonna be there here way longer. But how do you explain confidence? What defines confidence, right? Excuse me. I needed to fix my pants. They were too tight. So when it comes to confidence, a question that I have is, do you look at how, like, are you focused on how you look, your appearance, the type of hair you have, the makeup, the beauty, and all of that? And let me make an example. Let's assume that you're about to seal a deal, right? Is your confidence to speak fluently, to practice and perfect your presentation? Is that the confidence? Is that what you invest in more? Because, in my opinion, I believe that when we talk about confidence, we talk more about what you have invested in yourself. And invested, I mean the knowledge that you've invested in yourself, the skill that you've invested in your life, the research, the work that you've put in, and the ability to stand in the mirror, look at yourself, and say, hey, girl, you got this. You are amazing. You can do this. You're powerful. Listen, you will be able to kick ass. Sorry for that, but I don't mean it in a bad way, but you will be able to excel in that because you deserve it. You have put in the work. Not that you have decided to cram a speech and it's like, oh, okay, that's all that you have. You have just practiced and then you are fluent, but you know very, very, very well that you did not invest so much effort, right? So confidence to me says, I've invested in myself. I've invested in loving myself. When I look at myself in the mirror, with or without makeup. By the way, do you put makeup? If you do, you are fine. It's fine. Don't even change for anybody. Do you like makeup? Do you like, weaves, wigs? It's okay. Be you, darling. Do you? If you like them, it's fine. If you love natural, no makeup, it's okay. Do you? Let me tell you something. All of this, they are enhancers. These beauties are just enhancers. They enhances you. Even your own natural hair, when you comb it and put it nicely, it enhances your beauty. Natural as it is, you have to tie it up in a certain way. But the biggest confidence is from within. Let's welcome the two queens. Hello, Tangi. How you doing, Queen? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hi, Snow. Listen, I received the hug. Listen, I'm hugging you right now. Thank you for the virtual hug, honey. I appreciate. Much love. Thank you for joining. So yes, what is like what have you invested in yourself? So that's what confidence means to me. What have you invested in yourself? What is that thing that you've invested in you? If it happens, by the way, this is what happened. The other day I went to my cousin's baby shower, and the setup was just by the pool, and there was a tree house, right? So that tree house, as we were picking up gifts, putting them away, I got to bump into the tree house. Well, it was a bit short. I guess I'm a little taller. And I got the scar, and I was not happy because like it looked like there was nothing, but when it started healing and then it left this black mark, I was like, no, no. But then again, it's a question of, does this scar determine my beauty? Does it really, I mean, does it yeah, determine my confidence? Does it mean that just because I have a scar, my confidence is gonna be low? No. Does this define me in any way? No, it doesn't. You get my point? So if it happens that you get a scar, does that gonna is that gonna change who you are? Well, obviously we're human. Let's be real. Let's be real, ladies. Let's be real. We all want to look beautiful. We always want to look good. We want to look pretty, have beautiful skin. Obviously, when you ski a scar, because I was like, can you just go away already? Like I'm trying all the tissue oils because I feel like, I don't want it. I want my face back. A few weeks ago I had pimples because I was like, this I guess that I don't want. They need to go. It's normal. It's okay. We want to have beautiful skin. We want to look beautiful, pretty all the time, and it's okay. But the point that I'm trying to emphasize is that when it comes to self-awareness, when it comes to confidence, your confidence is an issue of what have you invested on yourself. If you're gonna leave your house right now, go to wherever, get to a restaurant, get to the office, get to the airport, get outside, wherever. If someone is gonna look at you and go like, you look so ugly, whatever. When you have invested greatness in yourself, when you have loved yourself, looked at yourself, appreciated yourself as you are before, do you think you'll be triggered by those small things? I don't think so. I doubt that you'll be triggered by those small things. They won't. You'll just look at it, you're like, you know, hmm? You won't really, it won't do much to you. So, have you invested in yourself? Have you invested? And going back to the point that I was trying to make of what do you call that? The point of the confidence, like thinking that your confidence is determined by the ability of being perfect speaking English. Yes, I want to perfect my English. I want to be perfectly speak English and all of that. But or you cramming the presentation from A to Z, rhyming and all of that. It's is that it? Is that it? What's your value? What's your purpose? What's your worth as a person? Hmm? Because it's easy for us to act. It's easy for us to crack a code. It's easy for us to rock up and deliver a beautiful presentation, even at a state where we are maybe not okay and everything, right? It's easy to do that. But the question is, are you putting in the work? Are you investing time to yourself? Or you just happen to just spend 24 hours cramming something that you didn't even put an effort on? No matter how good it can be, but if you didn't put an effort on it, eventually in the long run, it will catch up with you. So you need to ask yourself those things. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm making you think of like I'm provoking your thoughts. I'm sorry if I'm, but yeah, You need to do that. You need to do that, right? You need to do that. You need to constantly be aware, be cautious, be aware of what you invest in yourself, what you're allowing, what you're not allowing, right? That's that. That is self-awareness on its own. I hope you heard me, guys. I hope I'm making sense. Oh, I didn't see you there. Didn't
It's okay. You don't love me. It's fine. It's this is a mm.
you know what? I love you so much, but this conversation here, it's gonna make people hate me a little bit because like I'm provoking thoughts now. I'm going like, are you investing in yourself? What are you doing?
So
How's your daughter?
okay.
Is the tooth still painful?
It's good. She's great. She's doing great.
Is it? Oh my goodness. Like I'm here thinking, oh, it's painful or something like that. Was she removing
No,
it?
no, 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 no. Just when you're at the dentist, there's just like apprehension. You just get nervous.
Oh,
So
for some reason
yeah,
I thought, ah, she was gonna remove it.
yeah.
Okay, no,
So
that's great.
okay. So I popped in. Now you might fall down. Remember, this is an atypical
I
situation. You
know.
guys, you're precariously propped up here, so be careful there. But um, I popped in. I just popped in to say hello, to talk on the subject. And I apologize for the light here because it's going in and out. For us right now, it's
Girl, why are you
4:17.
even apologizing? You know our struggle with light. Like we work with what we have. You don't need to apologize. We
I know, but it's like the sun is here and we're trying to figure it out. Well, anyways, I wanted to
the
pop in
sun
on.
must always shine.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Mm.
Shine. So I wanted to chime in on each of the points that you made. So if you want to go through each of them, and just say one thing, quick thing, sort of like quick thoughts, you know,
Okay. All right. So
unless you want
I
me to
think
say something else, you tell me.
okay, since I was touching on confidence, right? The biggest point is okay, the question is your confidence determined by how you look, or is it something that you have invested in?
Oh goodness, it's both. It's absolutely both. It's so
Okay.
and I say that because, you know, it depends on, whatever you have invested in for yourself,
Hmm.
it's determined by that. So my
Okay.
confidence, for example, we were going to the dentist, and I used to be a really fast runner as a young person, right?
Yeah.
When you're growing up and you don't weigh anything and you can just fly, or you can just run as fast as you can. You don't feel anything, you can just run. So I said,
Hmm.
okay, um, as an adult, I know that when I was heavier, anytime I had gained weight, was heavier. Oh my goodness, no, it was difficult. I wouldn't run. There was no point, right? Because I
Yeah.
knew that I would lose. I knew that okay, my knee is going to hurt, my ankle's going to give out, or what have you, right?
Hmm.
And so I said, okay, but I'm doing better. I'm trying to stay physically fit. Let me make sure that I'm confident in my personal physical self. So I can easily say to any of my children, hey, let's race, right? I'm not
Okay.
planning on
Yeah.
winning the race, but I know that I can confidently run. I feel
Hmm.
good. My knees don't hurt. My ankles don't hurt. I'm not out of breath to the point, at the end. And then,
Hmm.
as far as appearances go, let's just say if I have on a certain type of hair. Let's just not a wig per se, certain hair,
Okay.
right? Yeah, appearances are everything. I can't run and let that thing fall off, right? So, yeah, so you know what I mean? That's just a simple example of how Appearances work both ways. They do. They work both ways. And then, okay, so
Mhm.
let's talk about realistically though.
Okay, okay.
Real, go
Before
ahead.
you jump in there, sorry, before you jump in there. So when it comes to appearances, let's assume that you look pretty and everything, and then you meet me at the mall or something, and I look at you, I'll be like, "What are you wearing? What's that wig? Like, you look so ugly and everything." What is that going to do to you? Because I think what I'm trying to push is that you need to have invested so much in yourself to a point where
Absolutely. Yeah,
you have
that doesn't,
appreciated yourself first. Yeah. Hmm.
yes, that doesn't do anything. So that's where I was saying the, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the tunnel sort of like the confidence
Stop
comes first.
apologizing.
Say that again.
Stop apologizing.
Okay, okay, okay. The confidence comes first because I've had that happen where, I'm thinking, oh, I'm looking like this. I'm ready to go. I'll give you a good example. I was very young, maybe like 20, 21, I don't know. And I used to always wear shorter skirts, right? Short skirts,
Mhm.
but I would have tights on them, like the thick, opaque tights. You couldn't see through them. So,
Yeah.
but I had great legs, right? I had great legs. So they're good. They're not great anymore, but they're good. So that being said, we were out and I had this little skirt on, and one of my sister's friends, she was like, "Oh my goodness, these girls, they wear these short skirts, and they always they're out here. It's cold today. I know they're freezing. These girls." And then she looked over and she said, "Oh, I didn't mean you." And I was thinking, and like even when she was talking, I was like strutting even more, like, "Oh yeah, I'm one of those girls, like I got that
Yeah.
skirt on because, like you're saying, the
Yeah.
confidence is already there. I'm secure. I know why I made this decision. No one can
Yeah.
deter me. It does not matter." So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I love that.
You definitely need that first.
Okay. No, I love that. I love that. No, thank you for pointing that out. And I love that you also, because maybe I might have sounded like it's not so important how you look and everything, but actually it is important because, like I was saying, this little scar, it still bothers me a little bit every morning when I look in the mirror. I'm like, when are you leaving? When are you leaving my forehead? I want you gone, right? I want you gone. But it's also that thing that, okay, is this gonna ruin my day? No, it's not going to. I'm still gonna be fine, confident, and still I feel beautiful and all of that. But I love what you're pointing out. I think it starts with yourself at the end of the day to say,
Absolutely.
what do you
Yes.
invest in yourself? Like, how do you feel? Your legs are, I think they're still beautiful. Then okay, there's no okay here. If they were
Yeah.
beautiful, then what has changed? Nothing has changed.
Yeah. It's interesting. The other thing is you have to be realistic. So that is where, yeah, like I said, they used to be great. Now they're good.
Mhm.
So do I wear those short skirts anymore? No, I just wear what compliments me. Uh-oh, snuggle those eyes. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
don't look, snuggles, be quiet. Don't tell anything. Nothing, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing
Snuggles,
to discuss.
Snuggles, please, don't do that. Don't do that.
Mum's the word, snuggles. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Tenjue, hello.
Hey, Tange. Tange is amazing. She logged in with all her channels. How cool is that?
I know.
We,
And I'm
we
with her.
definitely need to raise confident children. That's
I
a
try to
fact.
do that. I try to do that as well. Yes, because
Mm.
you know that's very important. Pouring into other people. Um, I'm usually, because I'm confident, because that's what other people gave me. Then that's what
Mm-hmm.
I give to other people, not just children. But I find that adults are the same way. I had a lady
Yeah.
stop me in the grocery store on my way in to the grocery
Mm-hmm.
store, and she said to me, she said, what are you doing? What is it? How do you? I noticed that you just walk with your head up, and you just kind of look like you've got it all together. And she was like, your hair. I was like, yeah, it's just this puff. Like it's not anything special. But I
Yeah.
told her, I said two things that you do. I said, you walk with your head up and you actually look around, but you make eye contact. I said, you make
Mm.
eye contact, and number two, you smile, and that's it.
Yes.
Now
That's
I don't
it.
even have your smile in, Tabi. I don't have your smile, and I still smile, right? And it works,
Yeah, yeah.
And I told her, I
You have
said,
a
whatever
beautiful
hair you
smile.
have,
Get
you
out of
work.
here. You have a
Excuse,
beautiful smile.
say what?
I'm saying,
Say
get
that
out of
again.
here. You have a beautiful smile. So don't say that.
Oh no, thank you, thank you. What I'm saying though, I can't show off like you. Like I don't even open my mouth very wide because I'm like, no, I don't have the.
You know I'm a little crazy, so yeah.
But yeah, so that's the thing. You definitely have to
Mm,
raise confident children. You have to inspire people around you, the adults, the teenagers, the older people. We all need that constant like reinforcement, you know.
mm,
We need that constant reinforcement so that we can
mm.
go forward and all be confident, successful, because it inspires the next person and the next person, and it gives and gives and gives. It does.
That's so true. That's so true. Chenju is
But
saying so many people sitting on great business ideas because they lack confidence. Tell me about it. Tell me
yeah,
about it. Is that thing of fear, fear of the unknown, like mm, 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 not
yes,
not not good at all.
yep. See, that's what I was saying. It's contagious. You give it to one person, the next person gives it to you, and then
Mm,
I mean, you give it to one person, they give it to the next person, and so on
mm,
and so forth. It just works that way. It pays it forward. Yes, it's contagious.
exactly. And also it's like it's a vibration. If you come with a certain energy, that will determine how everything goes. Because if you don't,
Yep.
I mean, oh, okay. But another thing, this is what I've noticed, especially with the young girls that I've mentored. Some would be like the confidence will be so low, and I start just interacting with them and put myself in their level. Because another thing that is a problem is that we still stuck on wanting to look better than others, to be better than others, and we are not.
Yeah.
Whether you're on fourth level and I'm on first level, you still treat me the same way. You still engage with me as a person who is able to make sense, to have a point of view,
Right.
and all of that. Right?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Like you're saying, you do have to look at where people are on their level, because it's not so much that, okay, I always use stories as examples because I don't know why I have so many, but I
Stories
have
are
this
good.
thing. Yeah, but it makes for a great example. So I have this thing where strangers always talk to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always. So I just talk back to them. I just whatever they're saying, I just talk back to them. We end up in a conversation. So one
Wow.
night, I was coming out of the store, getting into the car, and this man says, "Oh, what kind of?" He said something like, "I like your truck," and I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Thank you. I have a lot of stuff I always carry, so we have a truck, and it works out great, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "Yeah, that's my truck over there." So I'm thinking,
Wow.
okay, he said another sentence. I'll say another sentence. I said, "Yeah, that's a good truck, whatever his truck was, right?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one." And because I've had so many vehicles, I just like, we're just going to talk about cars, right? We're going to talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
cars. And so we went on for like 3 or 4 minutes. And then he said something else, and I said something else. And we were just having a conversation. Corey was there.
Mm,
We're just talking about
mm.
cars. And it took
Yeah.
us maybe 2 full minutes to have this conversation. But
Wow.
that's it. So he's talking about cars. That's what I'm going to talk about. Wherever the
Yeah.
person is, speak on their level. I didn't say
Mm,
to him, "Sir, I'm getting into my car. I'm done with the store. I need to leave. Or are you going home?" No. He wants to
mm.
admire the
Yeah.
car So,
And also, that's an
on,
act of kindness. What you did is an act of kindness as well. Because
yeah,
I mean, sometimes people want to give certain attitudes just because someone is talking to you. Sometimes a person is greeting you because they are alerting you of something that you dropped or something like that, and you want to
yep,
snap or just ignore. I love that.
true.
It's an act of kindness, and of course,
It
your
really
smile
is.
as well. I think you're very, in my opinion, if I had to meet with you the first time somewhere, just having a 2-second conversation, who a third person who's watching would think that we've known each other before. Because I think that's how you are. That smile, the welcoming way of engaging with people. So I like
Yeah.
that.
You know,
Like,
I do have one more quick story from this past
mhm,
Sunday. I was coming from the mall and I parked my car right next to the entrance to the mall. When I had gone into the mall, I saw a woman that
mhm,
was working in that store. And so,
mhm.
yep, that's what this story is as well, Tasha. Oh, she grows. Meet them where they are. This lady,
Yeah.
I said hello. She was doing something, folding something. I went in, I bought whatever. It was a very quick stop. When I came out, as soon as I came from the door, my car is there, but she's sitting at the back of my car. There was like a little wall because it's the parking space, the parking pad, the garage. And so
Mhm.
she's sitting there with her cigarette. She's on a cigarette break, a smoke break. And
Yeah.
so when I saw her, now I'm not easily scared, right? So I didn't jump
Mhm.
or anything. I just said, "Oh, hello." And she said, "Oh, I didn't mean to scare you." I said, "No, I know this is a great place. You get your privacy. You can just sit quietly." She was like, "Yeah, and it's right outside the door too." So
Mhm.
the point is that, she was sort of apologetic at first, like, "Oh, I didn't mean to scare you because I'm next to your car." People get nervous if you're sitting next to their car. And,
Um,
so she was probably thinking, like, "No, I'm not going to hijack you. I didn't touch your car. I didn't, you know."
yeah, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh no, I understand. This is a great spot. It's quiet." And then she wound up saying something else like, "Yeah, I can't remember the conversation because, of course, there's just so many that you have little conversations with people. You smile, they smile, you're encouraged, and you move on, and you're
And
in a
you
good
move
mood."
on. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Wow. Well, no, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Honestly, I think all of this to me says, being kind, how you treat people. You treat people the way you would want them to treat you. That's how you do it, right?
yes,
And
yes,
whatever that you do, I believe the energy speaks wonders. Even if a person had a different idea, if you approach them in a good manner, I'm sure they will just come back to wherever they were and just be at that
yes,
level, you know?
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Positive attracts. I mean, if something good is coming your way, I think it's the same thing as maybe you having a conversation and you come, someone is just trying to be all high and then you'll come. Like they'll see no reason why they should be at cloud nine when you are here. Like, for what?
Right,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah. Um, Tenjiwe, please, I sent the what Tenji seems to have key points here. I've sent the link there. Join in and share what you gotta say, girl. I think you've got great points. And a
Yeah,
small
she's been
change like that
traveling.
can even change strangers' day for the better. Exactly. An act of kindness, like exactly. And also, there are people. As let's talk about like the homeless people. One thing that I've noticed, they have this edginess because sometimes when they approach people, they ask for help. People treat them in a negative way, in a rude way. When they get you and you treating them right, it's like, wow, for them it's just something, and that can make their day. That can really make them feel great and feel like, you know what, I'm
Mm,
not different from you. I might be struggling, I might be in the street, but I'm not different from you, and you treating me like I'm a normal person. Like, yeah. So, yeah. That's that.
Coco.
That's that. You were frozen for a second there. You were frozen. No
I know. I was switching over. My apologies. I hope I didn't look weird,
worries.
but I was switching over from one network to the other, and
Oh,
so you're
looks
fine.
like you've reached your destination.
Yeah, I got home and I'm just going to let her out and then park. But
Oh, okay.
I don't want to take up all the time. I know that you have, hold on, you're gonna say hello?
Yes. Hi.
How are you doing?
Let's just
I was
How are
so
you doing?
worried that you're gonna
good.
remove
Scoot over
your
this way
tooth
so you
or
can hear.
something. Like I was so
Can
worried.
you can you hear?
Yes.
Scoot over this way so you can get
It
the
was
camera.
it was okay. The shot I got a shot though.
Oh, okay, okay. I can see the
Scoot
smile, so
over
it
this way.
means you're okay. Because for a second there, I thought you were gonna remove it. So I was like, ooh, it's gonna be painful.
You hear it? She said at first she was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be
Oh,
painful.
Well, it only pinched a little bit and it's still numb.
It's still numb.
oh, okay, okay. No, I'm glad you're good. At least I can see your smile, so it's good.
Did you hear her?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna say? You gonna say goodbye before you go?
Yeah. Bye.
Wait, they saying you're so cute. Before you go, they saying you're cute.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, darling. Mwah. Love you lots.
Love you too.
All right. So
Cheers.
I have my headset on, so I had to put my headset near her.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Ah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's why she
I'm
was
loving
like,
it. Yeah, no, makes sense. No, I'm glad she's all good. At least it's
yeah,
not that bad. Mm.
yeah. What I was
Yeah,
saying though, I was just
mm.
saying that I don't want to take up all the time. That way, if someone else wants to come in, I don't know how long you planned on staying on. I know
No,
we have
I think
to.
I think in the next 13 minutes I'll be ending the live. Yeah, in the next basically, yeah, 13 minutes.
You said
So
13,
so
like 1-3,
13 minutes. Hmm?
like one
So
three.
we currently on 1 hour 47 minutes. So I wanted to just be on 2 hours and then we can say goodnight. It's 10:37 at the moment.
I know. And see, that's the thing. So
Yeah.
another
But
thing,
you know
this
what? The thing is when the conversation is flowing like this, and I'm by the way, I'm gonna take out this clip as the confidence topic and put it. I'm busy editing the one that we did the other day, so it's gonna be up tomorrow. You'll see it. So
oh,
yeah, yeah, I'm
okay.
gonna do that. Because remember the challenge. Remember we are on the challenge. Don't forget, it's a
I
challenge.
know. I thought about it today because again, David Hunt never shows up. So
Yeah.
I did have another story about these homeless people because that's what you were saying when I started freezing.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So we have a lot of homeless people that are like in our area or the city I live in because it's like a city.
Look,
Hey,
who's
Yes! Hi, Queens! How are you?
we're gonna do?
hello.
Hey, lovely to
UK,
see you.
UK in the building, UK in the building. Yeah.
And Laquita, I'm coming to your side of the world.
Really?
Which states are you in?
Virginia.
Oh, that's far.
Wait, where are you? California or something?
No, I'm going to be in New Jersey, but they're not too far.
No,
You're not too
that's
far.
like 5 hours, 6 hours.
She says five
I'll
hours, like
tell
five
me
hours.
when. I'll come. I'll come. Tell me when.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll inbox you.
Do you have your
Please do. And,
schedule?
and she will come, by the way. She will.
I'm coming in November.
Awesome. Is she jammed? I think she's frozen for a second there.
I'm
Hi,
sorry. Am I back?
and hi everyone who's
You're back.
watching
You're back.
me. Look at us busy having our private conversations.
Well, that's why we're here. It's called real time.
Hi,
Conversation.
Tashna.
Tashna is in what? Maryland. How far is that?
3 hours, 3 to 4 hours from me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not
Okay.
bad. Yeah.
And how many hours am I from all of you guys?
Let's go, Tavi. Let's go. So anyway, guys, let's get back to the topic. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your stream. And I love you guys. I love what you are doing. And you encourage me in a way that you will never understand because it's been hard. It's been hard to produce, but I know you guys are always going to be there to support. And it's nice when you have a tribe. And I really
And I owe you some binging because I think I've missed a couple of your videos.
And I was really hoping I could do Vlogtober like every day, but it's been hard.
Same here. I couldn't keep. Well, I'm trying, but I've missed a couple as well. The editing, the videos are there, but the editing, sure.
It's the same with me. But I told myself it's not a competition. I'll put what I can.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Anyone and but anyway, when it comes to confidence, I think it's very important, especially to raise girls with confidence, a girl child with confidence. Because when a girl child is raised, obviously confidence doesn't mean lose respect.
right.
It doesn't mean be rude, because some people think being confident is being rude or being disrespectful to people and always having your way. But it's important because we need girls who know that I can do it, who are not thinking, like we need to stop with these girls who are thinking my confidence can only get me a rich man. We need a girl who's going to grow up and say, I can be a rich man.
Yes. Yes.
I am the rich man. And because like we can become anything we want to be. But a lot of us, like even myself, I started with my community career quite late in my life. And it was because of not just my confidence, also the people you surround yourself with. Because if you surround yourself with non-believers who don't even believe in their own dreams, they will not believe in yours. And when you are with people who do not believe in your dreams, they start dying slowly. They start dying slowly. So
they're very dangerous, those ones.
Where they say if in your group of friends you are the most successful, you need to find new friends.
True. True that. I totally agree.
What do they share? Do they share when they have parties? Do they share the next hottest spot in town? But they don't share when they have business opportunities. They don't share when they are moving up the ladder in terms of business and money. So we need to be confident enough to say, I do not hate you, but you are not right for me right now at this stage of my life. And also be able, because some of us would like to do things. There's so many people who are like, I want to go on holiday, but they wait for 10 years because they're waiting for their friends to have money to go on holiday with them. Be confident to say, I'll go on holiday. I'll meet other people.
And because you don't know what you're missing out at that very moment.
Yes.
Right.
And the 10 years comes or the 5 years you wait, they'll sabotage you. They are no longer your friends and you are left alone or something.
Alone.
And don't say, I can't wait to have a husband who's going to take me on holiday. Be the husband who takes himself to holiday.
I like that.
There's so many girls with potential. That's why we end up being hateful. Because you'll find people watching a musician who's really doing well. And they'll be like, you can't even sing better than me. But what are you doing with your voice, with your talent? Because they were confident enough to go forward and display their talent.
Change your way.
Miss
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so change your way. Over the top, WME, you know, she's saying, you know how you said, if you're the one, the smartest one, find new friends, or like if you're at the top. And then over the top, WME, Now, this is a friend of mine that I chat with often, and she's saying it should be a balance. You don't want to be the dumbest. So my question to you, Tinjue, is how do you know if you're the dumbest?
You know,
Like,
you know why you know? Because you are excluded whenever they talk business and serious things.
oh,
You're
Yeah.
only invited when they need someone to entertain and to be their ice girl and to dance in clubs and to show the cleavage. But
I
when
knew
they
you would know the
are
answer.
talking about serious things, you are excluded. And nobody bothers to even ask you at this age, why don't you have a driver's license, for example? They don't talk anything. Like it's like when you have a rich man who spends on you and doesn't invest on you, you know.
Mm.
You want you could go and tell him, I just need $1,000 to finish my final year exams. He'll say, I wish I could help, but he'll pay 1,500 to buy you the most expensive champagne. You know. Sometimes we pretend we do not know. And also you can look around in your group of friends and think, who is the dumbest? If you can't come out with the answer, it's because you are you
It's you.
is the dumbest.
You are the one.
It's you. You know how people treat you.
Yeah.
You can always tell how people treat you. Sometimes we pretend not to see, but we always see. We always know.
Yeah. Your association is important because always you need to ask yourself, if I'm going to be having a conversation with you, what are we talking about? If we are, because there's nothing wrong, honestly, wanting to choose to hang around people that are winning, people that are willing to see a change in their lives, that are hungry for growth. If you are always sitting in the corner, you're like, when are we going for groove? When are we dancing? When are we doing what? We're not talking about anything productive. I used to have friends like that back home, honestly, like where actually not like home people, not necessarily my friends, because I believe that my friends were able to be on the same level, you know. So asking yourself, when you are home, they'll be like, we get a bit there, like you act like you're better than us, you no longer hang out with us. And it's not the case. I just don't have anything to say to you because the kind of conversation I want to talk about is different from yours. So we are not clicking. You're just gonna get bored and we can't click.
When you are at uni, it doesn't mean stop having fun. You're still young, you're gonna have fun.
Yes.
But the difference is if you have fun with your uni friends, you all know there's an assignment due on Monday. But if all your friends are school dropouts, nobody cares. You're going back home on Wednesday. Nobody cares about the assignment on Monday because you're the only one who has, like, you cannot be a great footballer without hanging out with other great footballers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you need also to be confident enough to be able, because there's so many people who are willing to help, but unless you go and ask for the help. And we always think help comes in the form of money. It doesn't. There's so much wisdom. I need to stop talking to lucky people. But that's the problem. You are not just a housewife.
No,
let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, Tinjue. Let me tell you about her. WME stands for, and this is how she introduces her channel, okay? So of course she's saying I'm just a housewife, but she says, "Hello, I'm Colette from Over the Top WME. That's wife, mother, entrepreneur, where we help you to have a business mindset to leave a legacy so you can be a rich, happy housewife like me." So no, she is not just a housewife.
Let me subscribe. Let me subscribe.
Yes.
That's the problem. We must also, that's why it's important that we raise a generation that's different from us. We must also raise children who work smart, not hard. Our parents who had to wake up at 4 a.m. and be back home at 9 p.m. You can work smart, not hard.
Yes.
We must stop thinking just because we don't know who you work for. No, be the person they work for. We don't have to work hard. And it comes with confidence. There are so many people, for example, in South Africa, Untabi will understand this better. There was a time when we started, when the segregation was sort of stopping, and there were so many people who are like maybe good cooks, and they used to cook on the side of the road. And instead of growing their businesses, because now my people can come into the CBD and support my soul food. They're working for other people of other races who are paying them like maybe 5% of what they should be making every day. They're making that.
Things that they know better, that they
I can
create
make
ingredients
a
for.
business. Even KFC in South Africa uses our people to cook soul
Yep.
food. They know that's what people want. That's what people buy. I'm like, why are you cooking up for KFC and making like 2,000 rands a month when you could be making 2,000 rands an hour cooking it in a taxi rank?
Mm. You see that, guys?
Whose
It's
nails?
not.
Mine.
I'm always hiding my hands because I bite my nails, so it has to be yours.
Or maybe Statuous. Statuous, do you have nails on?
Okay, let me tell you a story about my nails.
Uh-oh.
I'm traveling tomorrow. So I went to remove my nails, and then they removed one hand, and I remembered I had a meeting. So I had to walk with. I'm gonna remove the rest tomorrow morning to put fresh
Oh
ones.
my goodness! But let's see, they look so
I'm like,
pretty.
but because I'm confident, I don't mind because my nails do not define me.
Yeah,
That's
not
it.
bad. But they look
That's
so
it.
I
pretty
still went
though.
to the meeting and I still signed the contract with my nails.
There you go. See,
Nice.
that's
But
that's a
they look so pretty.
yeah, they do look good. That's a
You
perfect
should
story though
have
for
removed them.
confidence.
Nice.
I
They
know.
look too nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
No, I
I was like, Ish, I forgot my alarm reminded me I have a meeting. I was like, okay, see you tomorrow morning. I left. And they were laughing. And I was like, no, my nails do not define me.
That's it.
I
And
am
you
not
signed the
my nails.
contract.
yeah.
Nice.
I think over the top should come and explain the housewife thing. She must join and explain the housewife shanties.
Yep. So this is
Wait.
my question. We are
Mhm.
2 minutes over. Do we wait for over the top WME? Do we keep talking? What do we do now?
We are here. The conversation is flowing. We are here. Unless you want to park your car,
Okay,
we'll
no.
wait for
So
you.
listen, I'm parked. I'm parked. I do want to tell this homeless man story because over the top WME was on the phone. I was on the phone with her when
Oh, wow.
I was out. I was going to meet Corey and he was out with the girls, right? So I was
Hmm.
going to meet, and then this homeless man that's in our area, he was walking and he always talks to himself and things. And then when you get there, though, he will say things to make himself not look so bad. Like he was saying, he only had on socks. He had on these bright yellow socks, and he said to me, he was saying, "Oh, yeah, I got to get my shoes. They didn't have the right size shoes. That I don't." So I stopped and I said, "Oh, you need shoes?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know where I can get some?" I was like, "No, but I have some money." And he said, "No, I don't want any money. I just, because the lady was going to get me some shoes." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't have any. That's not the size I have, but I have money." And he was like, "No, don't worry about it." And now I know this man is not like all the way there mentally because he's in and out of conversations. He's kind of talking to himself, talking to you, but I'm talking to him where he is on his level, and he was clear. He didn't need the money. He didn't want the money. But I
You
was
just want to
offering
see.
him, and then he asked me something about a shoe store nearby. I was like, "Oh, I'm not familiar with that shoe store." I didn't say, "Man, what are you talking about? There's no stores with that name." No, I don't know the
Mm,
store. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because we live in so many dimensions. He might go to that store all the time. I might not have access. I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's my story of and then when I've finished talking with him, I finished the conversation with Over the Top WME, and I was like, yeah, the people, even the homeless people here, they're polite, they have manners, that they will just converse with you. They're not out to just harm you. You don't look at them as if, oh my goodness, let me clutch my pearls.
Mm.
No, they're people, and whatever their situation is, they're just living life the way they're living it.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
but
that.
also it
Nice.
says a lot about your own confidence to be able to go down to the level of whoever you are speaking to, because they all have a story.
Yes.
They all have a
Mm.
story, and some of their stories will make you cry, some will make you laugh, some will teach you a lesson.
Yes. Yes.
True that. True that. Yeah,
Mm.
no, we need
That's
to
true.
humble ourselves.
Some will
No, definitely.
you learn a lot of lessons. It's like I love listening to the elderly because
Hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
they've
Yes.
lived, and they might know it all, because obviously the times when they lived are different from now as well. But if you listen, and then you can make your decision from that.
Mm. I agree.
Exactly. I agree with
That's
you. And when you say they give us lessons, there was another lady one time I offered her money because I was in the McDonald's. She was sitting there. Most of the time, a homeless person will go into a McDonald's and they'll just buy like a coffee so they can say they made a purchase and they'll stay there as long as they can, right? So they can be warm or dry.
mm.
So she was sitting there reading a newspaper. She had the coffee and she looked really scruffy, like just she looked homeless to me. So I was like,
Mm.
here you are. Here's something for you. And she looked me right in my eye and she said, now this is confidence for you. She said, do I look like I need your money? And
Yeah, oh yeah, you do.
I, first of all,
Oh my
you
goodness.
do. But and I tried to, I was like, oh well, it's just, it's just to help. And I kept trying to, it would took me like 3 times of her embarrassing me because I was the one embarrassed at the end of that. She was like, I don't need your money. And I was like, yeah, but whatever. And she was like, and then she said something else, but I remember that first statement from her was, do I look like I need you?
Your money. That is confidence right there.
Wow. What a
Yes.
wow.
She
And
taught
it
me a
also
lesson.
comes to something WME said, which is I'm
Hmm.
just a housewife. I love speaking to the elderly.
Mhm.
If you ask them what they would do, none of them are going to say, I wish I could spend 2 more days in the office. None of them will say, I wish I could have one more meeting with my boss. They all
Right.
wish they could spend more time with their family. So if
Hmm.
God has provided you that to be able to survive, but spend time with your family, look after your own children,
Yep.
that's a blessing. And that's
Mm.
No,
not something you should be ashamed of. That
Yes.
is a blessing.
no, it
Nobody,
is.
if you go to a terminal ward and ask them, if you had 5 more days, what would you do? None of them will wish they were in the office another week. No. And the thing with work, you get replaced. That's why for me it's important to create our own legacies, create
You
our
get
own.
replaced, you get replaced you before you even get to leave the premises. Already there's someone replacing you.
Yes.
Whereas
That's the thing.
even with what we are doing now with being a content creator, even what after you're gone, your children are still going to get at least something from the videos that you had, or they can even take over the channel and continue. But if you are a lawyer, you go with your certificate, you're gone.
Gone.
That's it.
You can't even pass it on to a family member.
True
Right.
that.
So
You
wait,
can't even
pause.
pass your title as a doctor.
Mm,
You can't.
I
So
didn't think of that. You're right.
hmm, you'll be
Wow.
replaced. So try and find something where you are not replaceable, or where I will leave it to my children, I will leave it to my family or those I love.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, nice.
It's
That's a
me.
good point. And then the good thing is you have really made a difference, Tangy Way, because now over the top, she's friends again with me. I've got qualified.
We
This
we happy. Happy endings
Ah,
are the most beautiful.
Yes. So this is the other thing too.
Look at
Uh-oh.
that.
Ah,
be
just
the smartest in the group, that's okay.
As long as you're smart, that's good. We want
Yeah.
smart. We want to hang out with the smart.
Okay, if we agree that if you're going to be the smartest, then you can't be the prettiest. You can't have both.
Wait, wait,
No,
wait.
she's
Change your way.
actually pretty, hey? She's
She's
actually pretty. She's
gorgeous.
No,
always
that's a
on
problem.
point.
You must choose one. You can't come with too many challenges. You must
You
choose
have
one.
competition there.
Telling you, change your way. She is gorgeous. So, and we were talking about smiles earlier. She competes with Intabi, the smile. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's hard being friends. Now, we were friends, then we weren't. Now we're friends again with challenges. It's tough.
We
I'm
must, we
working on
must, we must go back to wearing masks.
my
We don't have to
right,
do
right,
it
right,
online.
right. Let's see, does this
I
work?
think I'm still safe this. No, that one doesn't do justice because we
That
can
doesn't
still
do
see you.
justice. Wear a
We
mask.
need the one that hides the whole.
I know. Let's see. Let's see. What do I have?
We need these ones. We need these ones. These are the masks we need. These are the
I
ones we
know.
need.
Girl,
Otherwise,
if you have it all, if you have it all, you have it all. If you have the beauty, if you have the brains, if you have the
people must stop
slay
thinking.
everywhere,
People must
yeah,
stop thinking you cannot have it all.
slay everywhere.
Yeah, but some people
Beauty,
really think
brains,
you can't have beauty and brains, and you can.
You
yes,
can.
A lot of people think you cannot have
definitely.
beauty, and you can.
Yes.
And
Oh, I love rich friends too because I don't want having rich problems. I want to fly private jets without worrying who's the pilot and where they're gonna land.
exactly. And
Oh
you don't
goodness.
definitely, when you are in a
You-
destination,
I don't
after
want.
you check out, it won't be an issue of who's paying the bill. You know that no, everything is sorted. There's no
There you
worries
go.
that someone ran away, they didn't pay the bill.
Oh, but sometimes some of the rich friends, though, which is another point. Some
Mhm.
of the rich people you hang out with do nothing for you because they want a cheerleader. They don't want a friend.
Mm.
They just want someone who's gonna keep clapping for them for every achievement. Because
Right.
if we are rich friends for 10 years, you mean there's nothing you could have done to at least elevate my life as well so I can pay my own bills?
Mm.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Good
you
point.
there.
Good point.
It's a friendship,
Yeah.
it's not an orphanage.
You
True.
know, you make a lot of sense. And I will say, over the top WME, that's one reason why we're friends because she challenges me in business, you
Mm.
know, and so we give each other that like, hey, this is what else you could do. This is what else you could do. Hey, I saw this. This is a place where you can grow. This is something else you can do. So you're right. You're right. Like, and it's not just about like you're saying, Tangiway, not the friend paying your bills, but the friend helping you to level up. Because
Yeah,
I know that you have so much. Oh, we have a group, rich, pretty, and smart.
yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Because I know with Tangiway, you do so many things, like you're saying, as far as all the different skills that you have. You're like, you will never be broke. Not just comedy, not just the YouTube channels, not just as a designer, not just as a seamstress, a cook. You're like, no, anything I can do, I will do. And if the people around you, you'll glean from them, you'll give to them, and it just keeps giving back and forth. So, yeah,
And
like you're
that's why
saying,
I was
push.
saying we need to work smart because also some people can discourage you in thinking you're doing too much and you're like, but it's not too much because I would do it for free. I just found a way to monetize it.
Right.
I would do it
Ah,
for free and still be looking for a job, but I just found a way to monetize what I do already. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Just to being ahead, thinking ahead, finding other ways of, adding to what you have, growing what you have already.
Growth
So definitely,
is very important.
no,
You
definitely,
need
I
to be
totally agree. But
where
what
you
what
can
you
help
say,
yourself.
imagine having to leave a legacy, because I mean, there are a lot of people that take what we do for granted. They're still not sure. I mean, I can speak for South Africa. South Africa is still struggling to understand what YouTube does exactly and all of that. Yes, we might not know the future of YouTube, whatever, but the platform that we're building, it's also helping us to invent some things. Let's say, for example, I decide to invent a cup that will, make me money and everything. If I market it here and everything, already I have created a platform that will work for me. Even if later YouTube says we're not monetizing anymore, if that video is still there, people can see
Yes.
and they know that they can purchase somewhere. So you are already doing something. You are somehow building on top of what you currently have.
And also, for me, I don't think we should be hard on people for not understanding YouTube. Can you imagine in, say, 1921, when people were saying, I'm opening a restaurant? They must have been laughed at. Who's going to come leave their kitchen to come and eat for like a fee at yours? It didn't make sense. Yet today, everywhere you go, there's a restaurant. The Wright brothers, when they said they wanted something that's going to fly people across the world, they must have been laughed at. It didn't make sense.
True.
Nope.
True.
Some people
And
things
yet
do
we
not
don't
make
call us
sense until they
pimps.
happen. Huh?
He's saying we just need to be pimps.
Oh, that's a good question. How do you spot the friends that want to just use you?
Be careful of the conversations you have. And also, there are friends where, every time I'm with Ntabi, we're going to drink. Like we've never been with Ntabi and it's been a sober moment. And are they there for you when they have problems? Or do you also celebrate together? Because you have friends that call you when they have problems, but when they have something to celebrate, they celebrate with other people. You just need to be careful. I told my brother okay, maybe I shouldn't be saying this online, but who cares? It's
Just
just
change the name. Change the name instead of your brother.
Okay, it wasn't my brother. It was my friend's cousin.
Sounds good.
Anyway, it was about to get married to this girl, and I knew she wasn't good news, but it wasn't my place to say. So I said to him, take your 21 days off from work and tell her you lost your job. And she left him.
Oh. Perfect.
Sometimes you do have to trick people. Sometimes you have to ask people for help even before you need the help. And see if they will help you. It's like, those friends where you are friends because your children are the same age and they always want you to babysit. Ask them to babysit as well, even when you don't really need them, and see if they will. Because some people will be like, no, my husband won't allow me, but mine must allow me when I babysit for you. So
you are the one being used.
Ask for help. And see also, are they interested when you talk about like positive things that are happening in your life? Because some people get bored. They don't want to hear good news.
Right.
And sometimes what you do is tell yourself for the whole week, I'm not calling anyone. You'll be surprised how little conversations you have, how many people will be calling you.
Because you actually realize that you've been the one doing more
than checking on people. Because that 1 week where you decide to be phone silent and not call anyone and only reply and answer to people who are calling you. When I say reply, I'm not talking about memes. I'm not talking about like the general rubbish that we send each other on WhatsApp. I mean like real conversations. Where people care about your well-being.
Right.
Maybe don't even post on social media, because it might not be a problem now, but what would have happened if you were abducted, or if you were in hospital, if you were in a coma? Who was going to check on you? Do you have people who worry when they don't know what's up with you for 2-3 days? So sometimes we say we use the term friend very loosely. Sometimes it's just acquaintances, and they're not really
Yeah.
friends. Sometimes you are the friend, but they are not your friend.
True.
Same with family. Same thing with family.
Mm.
They are just the same. Some family members are not there for you. They are
Nope.
there for themselves. The
Mm.
minute you lose it, you're gone. All those homeless people, when you find out their stories, they were once rich and they were bowling in the clubs. And once they lost all their money, they don't have anyone to even put them in their garage.
Everybody's
The
gone.
same people
Exactly.
that they were drinking with who never thought, let me get you help because I think you have a drinking problem. They were like, as long as he's buying me drinks, I don't care what it's doing to him.
Imagine. It takes me back to setting boundaries again.
That's
Because
it.
even in family, you experience such. Wow, this is deep, guys.
And you know the feeling you have when you've been with people. There are people where if I've been with this person, as soon as they leave, I leave either asking myself too many questions about myself.
Yep.
When they leave me less confident. Or
Mm.
when I think what we were talking about, it was just about other people.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've had
also,
those friends.
especially after what everyone has gone through. With this
Mm.
pandemic, I had the same problems as Oprah Winfrey. Like the pandemic leveled everyone. We all went
Like that.
we were all on lockdown. So
I love that. I love that. Yes.
we need to really have people who are there for us. Because we are not a therapist. I do
Yep.
have a friend that I recently told that, like, can I have a break for like a month and not answer your calls? Because what you are going through, you are discussing with me, but who must I discuss it with? Because it's big enough
Yeah.
for you when it's your own problems to keep and you share with me. But who do I share it with? Because you're living the load with me. Get a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I don't know how to deal with it.
Did you
And
send her?
also, the people who are stressing you are people I know. How then do I respond and react towards them without telling them that I know what they've been doing?
Mm.
It's too much. And we must be
And,
able
and,
to
and
have
you
those.
are bold. You are straight to the point. I'm sure you would be tempted to tell them what to get.
But we have to be able to have those conversations because sometimes we do allow friends to take off their load
And
and leave
family.
it with us. And if that friend hates you for that, they were never your friend anyway. They just didn't want to pay for therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to say, I just need positive vibes. Can you not tell me about your husband who's beating you up this month? Like, and if it's the same problem repeating itself,
You see what she's
my
saying? She stole my thunder.
just here to show you some support. Can you be nice to these young ladies and offer them a plate of food?
Yeah, plus I haven't had it's 11 o'clock now, and I haven't had supper. So can I get that plant-based treat?
I know.
And
Because
I
you
wish you
know.
were here. I made some salmon beans.
Mm.
Perfect.
Oh, I
Share.
have a
Sharing is
question.
caring.
I
Sharing
have a
is
question.
caring.
Come.
I have a question for you, Tinjue,
Mhm.
because you were talking about the seasoning that you put on the eggs. You know it, Ntabi. Um,
Aromats.
Aromat. I
Mhm.
hate it.
so
I
that's what I
hate
was.
it.
And it's
Mm.
very addictive.
So
The
have you
thing is, let
stopped?
me tell you what happened. My mom, when we were growing up, I think I was probably in preschool, not preschool, maybe in primary or something. What she used to do, she used to put it in eggs, but put a lot of it.
Mm.
So it was just not nice. After having the eggs, I would want to just throw up. So from there, maybe if I can try it now, it would be a different story. But
No,
like I just got over it then and never again.
don't.
I like it on Sam now. Apparently, it makes the
I
Sam
don't
taste
even
nice.
put it. I don't
Hmm?
put it because now I'm trying to retrain my taste buds to taste the actual food rather than the spices, because I believe we spice things too much. We put, like, it ends up, whether you're eating chicken, beef, or beans, it tastes the same because you only taste the spice. So I'm retraining my taste buds to be able to appreciate the real flavor of the things I'm eating. But having said that, I did buy it yesterday because when I have South African friends come over, it's like you haven't cooked for them if there's no aromat.
Yeah, no.
You should see at weddings and funerals, even in restaurants in South Africa. Everyone takes their purse and opens it. It's addictive. It's got what you call, is it MSG or what? But it's got an, yeah. In some
Yeah.
countries, it's not even allowed. You're not allowed to bring it in.
Really?
Yes, it's
I
bad.
did. So
And
I
it's
didn't know.
so much salt.
Okay. So
Yeah, I guess
Intabi,
so.
in Tabi, can you type it into the chat? So after this, I want to make sure I look it up or somebody because for some reason, I can't right now. I can't chat, but I want to
What
remember the name of,
what the aromat?
yes, Aramat.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to share so that you see a picture.
I remember Googling it because there's another seasoning I used to use that all of the Nigerians and a lot of different people like Ghana, wherever, uh
That's
oh,
probably that's not as bad as aromat.
you know what I'm talking about?
You're probably talking about Maggie. That's what's
Yes,
This is not the
yes,
one.
that is the one. But there's another one I was saying I had started using Maggie, and what Tenjiwe is saying that the other one is not as bad as the aromat. Maggie,
Oh,
she's saying,
if it's Maggie, it's not as bad as aromat.
mm,
Even when
because
you type in aromat, the first thing Google's gonna give you is why is aromat bad for you?
oh,
why is
wow.
it now showing like this?
You have to, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it just automatically goes back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's not good.
Mm,
Yeah, no, the salt is too much on that thing.
right. Okay. That was one thing that I couldn't remember. So this has been good. I've enjoyed this boost of confidence from the chat from YouTube.
Lovely. Thank you so much for this. I'm
I'm
glad I
gonna
could.
crop this conversation. I'm gonna crop out the confidence and crop out where Tenjia got in, and then we're throwing it as two different videos so that more and more people can. Yes, you see, that's how we do it.
This is
Yeah,
good.
but it was great conversation. We spoke a lot on points that really matter, and we need this real
Mm,
conversations that matter. And I think I'm starting to love more engagements where I'm not just speaking on my own. I've got, a panel getting different views, because sometimes when you speak and share your thoughts, it's like, okay, that's just your own opinion. But this is my opinion, but you're on the other side of the screen. And at least if we are like this, Teju might say something, or Laquita will say something, and someone relates to that, just on the go.
yes,
So,
yes.
Because
yeah.
even as creators, people may assume you are confident, but they don't really know what people
Uh,
go through.
oh,
And
I missed a couple of comments.
so many people are so different in real life. You like, I do not wanna meet you. I am deleting
What?
your number.
What? What are you?
No, I'm just saying how even as creators, people may easily assume that everyone is confident and everyone is who they are
Oh, yeah.
online or on their channel. But some people are just not.
Nope.
True that.
That's why you never compete with anyone. Your own lane. Some channels take long to grow, but when they blow up, you get the people. So stick to doing you. Obviously, learn from others and improve, but don't do something because it's working for so and so.
True.
So I
You
do
will
want to.
find your people.
Hmm. I do want to clarify for She Stole My Thunder that things were messy even before she came. Even before she came. Like, yeah, that's the fun part of it. It's fine. You got in right in time.
Right in time, okay? Right in time.
And I've also seen where people use mayo and mustard as a dip because I know she said salt and mayo for her French fries. I've seen a couple of different things, so I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's that. Mm.
She says too much salt. There's no such things in my book. Salt, mayo, and golden brown French fries. Oh no!
That's too much. Like in my language, Ribisa Mukhoshane. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this, but Mukhoshane is like just a mixture of everything. Yeah.
Mm,
But
So
we
yeah.
do use too much spice. So we must get to a habit of using herbs.
yes.
And it's easier when we grow herbs in our own gardens if we can, or our own windowsills. Herbs are better. It takes
Your
time
phone.
to train.
She says she was calling you. You should pick up. So you dropped the phone when she was calling you.
No. This is someone I owe money. Otherwise, I would have picked up. If it was your number, I would have picked up. I owe this person. That's why I was like,
Oh, so when you took the money, it was nice. Now when you have to pay, it's a different story, ne?
you know those people in family WhatsApp groups where there's a message, let's all contribute $200 to throw a surprise party for Lakita. And then they'll be like, my screen's broken. I didn't see that message. Whenever you talk about money and contributions, their screen doesn't work.
Right.
And
Like
you
I
know what? That kind of behavior is wrong because I feel like if you are that person who always says, I don't have money and all of that, that's what's gonna happen. You'll remain like that. You won't have money at all. That's what you are attracting. Or whenever you have to take out money, you know that you have like $500 and you have to take out 100 or I mean $200 or whatever. But the fact that you have that thing, you take it out, but your heart is not in it. It's nothing's gonna go right. You'll see yourself losing out on that remaining one, not knowing what you did
Not
with it.
knowing what you did with it. And also
right.
it's okay not to, because financial wealth is not the only wealth we should always think we need to have. Let's say, for example, we're doing a baby shower for Ntabi and we're all contributing $20. I don't have $20, but I must be able to say, what can I do that would have been paid for
Yes.
so that we don't have to pay as much? I can wash the
Right.
dishes. I can do something, because everything we're paying for is something that's being done by humans. Come with a skill, come with help. Because if you just tell yourself that, oh, because I don't have money, then you will never. Because the universe is listening. And the universe will think, oh, she's comfortable not having money. She's fine with it. And it will go around blessing other people who are saying, hey, me, I need money.
Yeah. Yeah. You see now. Wait for this. Okay, so this is a good point. Authenticity is everything. This thing of social media making people become something that they're not, it's not it.
But also, can I go back? I'm going to be leaving you, darlings, very soon because I'm packing.
I know you're traveling.
Anyway, when it comes to being authentic.
Wait, Pedro, you see now. You look at David. Look at what David is saying.
He's in there.
And in the near
David,
future,
is that all you heard? You had a baby?
the whole conversation. The baby was the one. The baby was. It's twins. It's babies.
Yes, I'm having what is 4? Is it called what?
What was the woman who's gonna have 10 in South Africa?
10?
You know that story?
Which one?
The one who faked pregnancy, to fake that she gave birth to 10
That
babies.
lady. You know what?
And she was even
What a
put in
waste.
the book of records, and she was faking it.
Like that was, imagine. She
But
faked
how?
her pregnancy.
She had journalists, everything.
Mm.
Like And she even got donations, like people were donating
The country was
money,
organizing a baby shower for her.
a
Did they?
funding, like
Yeah, she made
everything.
money. This was this year.
So did they
Yeah.
get the money back or?
She's in a psych ward, isn't it? She was sectioned.
So what kind of
Anyway,
what happened?
when it comes to being authentic, sometimes there's a thin line between being authentic and growth. And sometimes even the YouTube subscribers tend to forget that people grow. The Tenju I was 5 years ago may not be the Tenju I am now. But as
Yeah.
we grow, we learn, we change, we improve.
Mhm.
And
I
some people
received,
think,
sorry, I received David. I'm ready to have a baby. So I received the blessing. Thank you. Yes, you were
so
saying?
people mustn't think that just because maybe you started like this 10 years ago, obviously, when you start making money and things improve, they mustn't expect you to remain as you were. We mustn't be afraid to grow and to improve. And it doesn't mean you are no longer authentic. But sometimes it becomes a very, very gray line between being authentic and just growing. That's why they say, what would you tell your 16-year-old self? Because you're no longer that 16-year-old self.
Right.
You grow out of habits, you grow out of people. We change, we grow.
Mm.
In order to have a baby, you have.
See, she received it. She said she received it. So
I
hey,
received. Don't worry, my God is still, you see how beautiful I am. So God is struggling to just bring me an ordinary baby. So he's trying to make sure that the looks are exactly, or they beat what I already have. You understand? So the levels must match.
Levels. Anyway, beautiful ladies, I'm going to continue listening to the conversation. It's been lovely.
yes.
It was lovely. It was beautiful.
I love
No,
you
thank
and
you
I
so
wish
much.
you only growth and success and obviously a lot of money so you can buy private jets so that it's not something that's going to have to be my problem.
I mean, you know what? No, we'll all be rocking with our private jets. We will meet in the sky, guys. We'll meet in the sky. Okay? Mine will have my initials. Yeah, same, just like that.
Okay,
Well,
guys,
I'm going
thank
to
you so
be.
much.
I'm
Yeah, no, I
going to
think
be.
we should wrap it up. I think this is how we wrap it up. Yeah, we've been here forever now. Laquita, I've kept you here for longer even.
I'm still here. But yeah, I'm going to go to. We've got to go to the next place. She's got to pack. You have to go to sleep. So yes, this has been wonderful. Thank you. I'm
Yeah. I
confident.
mean, listen, my husband came back from work. I haven't even seen him because he knew that I was recording. He's been that side. Well, I cooked. The food was already on the table. Everything was good for him. So yeah. He
What's the
understands
point of,
that we have to
what's the
work.
point of having a wife if she can't even feed you? You should be there feeding him like a
What
baby,
do you mean? What do you mean?
like physically feeding him. He's your husband. Who's going to take his shoes off? Who's taking his socks off? I'm very disappointed. I
I
need
shall
to
not
train
comment.
you. I need to train you.
I shall not comment on that one.
I don't.
We
I
are
don't want that
waiting.
course. I don't
We
want
are
that course.
waiting.
I'm passing. I'm passing on that course. I don't want it.
I thought, I believed in you. I thought you were doing it already.
Laquita, don't even try. Don't.
We have to. No, look, we have to say goodbye before we get caught on camera denying our husband. So goodbye, everyone. This has been.
Wait, let's see what David say. This part of a blessing I was talking about earlier.
Oh. Mm-mm-mm.
So clearly,
Oh,
Ted, you
this
and
is too
David
much
are on the
magic.
same page.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to organize.
Oh shit. But at least you were here for long. I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
beautiful ladies, I
Thank
do
you
love
so much,
you and good
Tanky.
night.
Thank you
Good
so much.
night.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, it's she stole my thunder. Join the if you feel like it's ending quick, just join. If Laquita has to go, it will just be you and I then.
Yeah, I
Join
gotta go.
in.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah, no, no,
go.
you have to. I feel bad already. I
I
feel bad
know.
already. But I mean, imagine that was we were aiming at. I mean, we've passed 40 minutes now. So
I
yeah,
know, right?
yeah, no,
Exactly.
no,
So,
it's a lot.
oh,
Unless David, you want to come and sing for a second? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want you to not consider it ever because I need to be nice so that next time you do it again.
there you go.
Yeah, no, I think we can wrap it up here. You know what? It's been great. I know it's exciting. I feel like the conversation should go on, but hey, we got things to do. You got things to do as well. And I
Yeah.
actually appreciate because you do give me that time, hey? Like it's not planned. It's not like we planned this, but you do give that time. So I appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it so
yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. What I can't right now. I have to finish working on my project. Other project. No, all good, Dave. No, I was just messing with you. Well, we just let's just say we'll save it for next time. Okay, we'll save it for next time. Just know that next time I'll be smiling. My signature pose. When I smile, I know that Dave will be too kind.
Exactly.
Look, Peter, you know what? It's been great. Let me not keep you too long. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your views. I feel like this week you blessed my streams. I mean,
Oh,
I'm busy, David. I was just telling Laquita that I'm busy editing that video. And I think, I don't know, should I also send this video to you guys? You want to post it? I don't know. Should
yeah.
I?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
I'll definitely do the link. Once I've edited it, yeah, you guys will decide whether you want to cut it, whatever. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send you guys the link and yeah, you'll do
Okay.
that. I'm still trying to figure out what will the title be, but yeah, I think you've got nicer titles.
I will WhatsApp you some titles.
Perfect, perfect. I'll edit, send it. I'll send it to you via email. Yeah, I'll send it to you via email tomorrow. So yeah, all good. And yeah, I think we can call it night. And thank you everyone else for joining. Um, we really appreciate it. It's been awesome. Thanks, Dave. Saying thank you so much. Let's see, who do we still have? Over the top. Are you still there? Thank you so much. We really appreciate Tash. Tash has been here, like it's been here. So thank you so much. All of you guys, we appreciate it. You know what? It means a lot to me. You being here and making sure that you are here till the end. It really blesses my heart. It
Mm.
warms my heart because, yeah, we are about the 300 watch time away. So I have a feeling that you know what, this video will also, help us get closer and closer. But thank you so, so much. It's been great. Laquita, you gotta go. You and I gotta go
Yeah, let's go.
actually.
Let's go. Are
We
we
gotta
going
go.
together? Are we going leaving together or do
We're
I just
leaving together because if we don't leave together, I have a feeling that I might, still be talking and I don't know what. Maybe I don't know, sweet nothing, babe.
Okay,
So
well let's say goodbye Um, just by telling everybody it. Hmm. Our favorite something. We know your favorite color is pink, so we can't do that one, right? Let's say goodbye by doing our favorite. Oh, our favorite time of the year: winter, spring, summer, fall. Because you all have real winters, you have real summers, you have real like South Africa. Y'all have all the seasons, right? Some places just
Yeah,
have like
yeah,
the
yeah.
dry or the so.
So how do we do it?
Oh, we just say goodbye, everyone. My favorite season is this and that and the third. I hope you're enjoying your season wherever you are.
Okay, cool.
Because like right now, you and I are in different seasons because we're opposite, right? You're going into
Oh,
you see, like I'm going into winter and you're going into summer, right? Or
yeah.
yeah. So like now
Yes.
it's spring for you, it's fall for us. So see what I mean? So yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
You start. Okay.
Okay.
Are we doing it all at once? I'm not sure.
No, I'll do mine. I'll do mine first. It's your show. You say yours, and then you can click the button.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So good night, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. My favorite season is summer, and I hope that you are enjoying whatever season you are in your life, or whatever is season that you're experiencing right now in your part of the world.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Ladies and gents, thank you so much. It's been amazing. It's been lovely. And of course, I'm a summer babe, so definitely my season is also summer. Okay, that is me. Well, something in common right there, but you all know I'm not a winter baby. I don't deal with winter. But with that said, don't forget to make today count. And whatever season it's happening, just take it as life. Whatever season it comes to pass. If it's cold, deal with the cold, wear warm clothes, you'll be okay. Okay. Later, summer will come. Okay. Just get ready. Fix that body. And when summer comes, you all good. All right. Love you always. Until the next time. Cheers for now. Don't forget to subscribe.